Hey guys, we're out here for another exploration. I'm here with
Bill.
Now Bill and I started exploring together probably what, 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago now, yeah.
Yeah, so we started together. Our very first explorers, both of us, was together, and this is kind of the area that we started exploring in. So today we're gonna head underground for a little bit, right down through that little hole right there, and see what we can see. Ought to be an interesting time. What do you think, Bill?
I'm excited. I'm always happy to be out in the desert getting underground.
Yep, me too.
It's been a while. Glad to be out.
There we go. So stick with us. As always, if you could do a like and a subscribe, watch the video a little bit. If you like what you see, click the like button. We could always use the help getting some members and stuff going. Try to get the channel growing. So a quick subscribe. Thanks a lot. It's going to be fun. Bill's getting ready to head in. A little bit of a slide down through here. Yep. Bye, Bill.
Bye, Joanne.
Slide gear down rather than trying to hold on to it. Goodbye, cruel world. Sorry, there's not enough room for my camera. And here we are.
Yeah, it's a little tight through there.
It's going to feel nice to be in here, a lot cooler than outside.
Yes, it is.
So more of this side of the mine. Looking back here, see what we can find. Up, here's a face. This is where they would have been drilling. You can see where they had the dynamite. Let me turn this down a little bit. This is where a blast would have been. That's where, there. So when they drill and place all the charges in that face, then they blow it out. There's usually a piece of metal underneath the bottom, and everything pours out, dumps on that mucking plate, then they muck it out into wheelbarrows or whatever they're using to haul it out. Looks like we're getting into some conglomerate. So this isn't really hard rock, this is actually just conglomerate. So we got stuff coming out, a little bit of quartz in here. This is primarily a zinc mine. Oops, I'm going to fall on my butt. This is primarily a zinc mine, the whole area. So I assume when they start getting into conglomerate, they're not going to be happy about that, and they're probably going to start working in a different direction. This is very typical of what we do. All right, here's a nice little squeeze, and that's where we just came from. All of this is pretty much hands and knees. The pack rats have been hauling in cactus and everything else, so that makes it extra exciting. You get bonus points for avoiding cactus. And then up and through here, and we just keep pushing. Let's go. Anything back in there?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's walk out. Let's walk back and find out. Now right up here, it's a big old rock that used to be an opening, and they let it, but right now it's blocked off with a rock.
Oh, we do got a big hole right here.
Ah, what's down this way? Oh, yes sirree. I'm absolutely sure we need to explore that.
There's got to be something down there.
Well, if not, I'm going to be disappointed. Anyway, let's go back, explore the rest of this level, and then we'll shoot back here, drop the rope down there, and see what we can find out. Okay, let's keep moving. So there wasn't really much left on this level, so we're going to head down the hole. Bill's going to lead because, well, Bill likes to lead.
And someone's got to hold the camera.
Well, yeah, that too.
All right.
So this is more of a scramble down. We're using the hand line just to keep in case a little slip or anything like that. It just helps us work down. Work our way down through here. So this goes down about 25 feet, maybe just a little bit more than that, but not much. And Bill gets to detangle the rope. How you doing, Bill?
Good, almost there. All right, at the bottom.
There we are. So now it's my turn.
Come on down.
I'll come tumbling down after you. Okay, so we made it down. Yep, that's where we just came down. Not too steep, I'd say about between 30 and 45 degrees, so not too bad. Anyway, let's keep exploring. What's going on out here? Of course, there's a lot of stoping. They've dug stuff out. Bill's down this way, wandering about. There's a bit of cool stuff here. See what we can find. And if you look real close, you can see the shape as the drill started to go around. It looks like a star because it would go in, go in, go in, turn, go in, turn, go in, turn. So some of these, depending on the rock type, end up having a pattern to them. Makes them look like a five-point star. Kind of cool. Bet you haven't seen that before. Okay, it seems like I've lost Bill.
Where are you at, Joanne?
I'm
Hey,
hiding.
there you are.
Yeah, funny enough, these mines are pretty well like little catacombs, and they just go every which direction. Well, we've picked up rails and some air. So, of course, these are the rails the ore cars would have ridden on. And this would have either been water or compressed air. Given its size, I would guess probably that it was water, because a lot of the airlines are larger than that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so they had a winch right here. You can see where it was. It would have been working back in there. Then they got some rail, and it would have dumped right down into this. So a bit of an ore chute. And you'll see that there's some track all the way down at the bottom. And they would have then winched it back out after shoveling it into the ore cars down at the lower level. Then they would have winched it right out and out to the surface. From right here, I can look across and see the end of the drift stops right there. We've got a board over about a 15-foot winds. So what do you think? Is it worth crossing the board to go 15 feet and stop? Or do you use some good judgment and go, you know what? I think we've reached the end of where we need to explore. Sure, there's a thrill here, but if you bust an ankle, how do you get out? How does somebody help you get out? Now, What you don't know is how to get the rest of the way out of here. And I'll tell you, it's not the easiest. So if someone had to come in here and rescue you because you fell down there and broke a leg, it would be a big deal. So what we have right here, a bit of airline. Not the type you fly. This is compressed air that came down here. It's starting to get warm. I wonder why. Because if you look, and we're just gonna get down here. If you look, there we are. There's another way in. Oh, okay. Bill's heading down. Anything?
I'm not sure yet.
If it looks promising, I'm coming down.
Well, there's no way to get to where we want to go.
Does it just end?
There's a big hole right here.
Uh-huh.
There's no ladder.
Big hole, no ladder.
It's almost like they set up like a wooden grizzly here.
Oh, okay, so it would have been an ore chute going down.
That's a good 30 foot straight down.
Okay, I suspect that's not the way we go. So we'll go back over the other way and see if we can find our way from there.
Yeah, we would definitely need gear to get down there.
Yeah, only to find out that it was plugged at the
Yeah,
bottom.
of course.
So what Bill was saying is it looks like this was what they call a grizzly, which is a set of either grates or in this case big beams that prevents big boulders from going down that would otherwise clog up the ore chute farther below. So we've seen different variations of this, but you can see where they put the spacers in here, and then that beam there would have come across right here. And so that would have been a grizzly to keep any big rocks and stuff like that out from being pushed down, let gravity catch it and pull it on down. Here's Bill. Down this way. Yeah, it's a mess. But right there is a ladder. It's missing a few rungs, but you know what? That's never really stopped us that much. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just work our way right down through this little mess. See if I can keep from falling. And then we're just going to wander down through there. And that takes us into a lower level.
You ready?
So there's Bill. We've come down probably, I don't know, 20 feet from up above. Then the ladder goes away completely. And we have to come down the pipe. So then we hand down the pipe. And this one's at least 45 degrees, wouldn't you say, Bill? Maybe,
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Right.
maybe closer to 50. So it's pretty.
It's definitely not the nicest ladder I've ever seen underground.
Here we've got a spot where the track splits. So there's a point, and it opens up into two. A lot of times when they had things like this, it was either to bypass so that one set of cars could come in while a full set went out, or sometimes they would have a small workshop in an area like this where they'd be able to pull the ore cars off to the side and do a little bit of maintenance and stuff like that on them. Always fun to find things like that out here. And we got tracks coming in from every which direction. There's tracks coming in from the left, tracks coming in from the right, ladders. I think we've got multiple levels coming down through here.
Got a ladder right here. It's only slightly broken.
Yeah, we go down that one. There's a ladder going up there into an upper level. More water and air pipes. Oh, check this out. Ladders, ladders, more ladders. More ore chutes. Everything going every which direction. What do we look at first? Okay, we'll keep exploring. So this reminds me of Disneyland. Like the Matterhorn or one of the mine rides, because you come through here, it winds to the right. Comes back through here, makes a sharp left.
I lied, it wasn't a dead end.
No, it's not. You found Bill?
Here I am. Every time it seemed like I got to a dead end, there was another sharp turn around the corner.
I think we're going to see that right up here too. Or were you up there?
No, I came from that way.
Oh, okay. So we keep coming down here. And it looks like a dead end, right? And here's where you got to go to the end. Because if you don't go to the end, you wouldn't know that it keeps on going 90 degrees from where it was. Let's keep going down through this little squeeze. And we've got a jumbled up mess down here. It starts going down. It's just, I don't want to be doing this and have you kind of wonder, like, oh, should I even ask?
Oh, I see something interesting, I'll let you know. I said I'm not that excited about videos type stuff, so I like watching them, but doesn't matter if I shoot it or you shoot it, as long as we get to see it.
We're going to head up this ladder. It's an incline, about 30 degrees, and then up, and there's a little bit of vertical ladder. Bill's already up there, so I'm gonna chase him. Okay, up to this level. Of course, Bill's right here checking stuff out. So he says there's plenty to look at. So we're gonna keep walking. Got a little bit going off that way, so we'll follow that in a couple seconds. Come back this way. It's kind of a makeshift horseshoe. Just a little bit of a stope back there, and they would just shovel down into an ore car. Turn that down just a little bit. So this is gobbing. You can see where they've placed all the rocks, and that way they don't have to haul them all the way out. And a lot of times they backfill behind it, which they did here. And that's just so they don't have to haul stuff out all the way out to the surface. What do we got, Bill?
Yeah, go off to the left or off to the right? I'm going to go to the left because I have a feeling the right's going to connect us to where we started.
Yeah, it could be. Well, let's see what we find. Man, they worked all the way up there. How much fun would that have been? I'm way up on top of there. We would have had ladders and stuff, but man, dragging all the gear, dragging the drill, all the equipment, all the drill rod, all the way up there to knock that drift back. These guys worked and worked hard. This is a reminder of why we want to be safe. The stuff comes down. Sure as not, it would kill you if it came from anything more than about 5-6 feet, even with a helmet on. So, gotta watch what you're doing.
All right. Look at the chute. I see a ladder going up. So I gotta see where that ladder goes. All right.
Now, one thing we found is if there's an open chute, you need to go up and explore, because every time there's a chute, there's at least a stope up above it where they would have been pulling the ore out. And when there's stopes, a lot of times they connect to other things, other levels, different stopes, whatever it is. The 2 posts and a couple boards stuck out, and that tells me that we're probably up in a drift. And this at one time would have been an ore chute. The ore would have came right down through here. Right down through here. Up, and sure enough, right there is the track. So let's go ahead and slide down through here and wander down the tracks. Now you know what it's like to be ore. And let's see if Bill comes down following us. There we go.
No problem.
And off we go. See if we can find our way back to where we were. If not, we're lost. This is where they would have came and dumped ore out. And this, of course, would have then gone down further and further, and then out to the surface. Okay, so we're going to head out. This ladder's seen better days. It's splintered in half right down by the side. Go down there and do a quick little makeshift jog. Go down another ladder. Don't know if you can see it down there. That'll take us to a lower level. And at some point in time, we're done, and we get to the main haulage level, and out we go.
You definitely feel air coming through there.
Oh yeah. So of course this would have just gone up to an upper level. We could probably, if we wanted to scramble up in there, we could find our way back up into the mine workings.
Daylight.
And we have daylight. So we haven't died. Haven't had anything fall on our heads. I call that a successful day. Any day that you walk out the front as opposed to being carried, then hey, we're there.
Another great day.
Hey guys, go ahead.
Another great day in a mine.
Every day in a mine's a good day. Bill, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Had a blast.
You'll see more of Bill, trust me, because we're mining partners. We're exploring partners. You'll see more of us. Stick around, stay tuned, click subscribe. That way you'll get to see more of us going out and seeing some more mines. Thanks a lot.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.